What's up, fellow curators? Today on the show, we've got 3 funky records that you need to add to your vinyl collection ASAP and get your funk on. We're starting it off with one of the funkiest records of all time. Ain't No Bout to Doubt It by Larry Graham and Graham Central Station. If you're gonna get one funky record for your collection, this one has to be the one. It's got the jam on it, which is just breaking down all the funky instruments, their roles in a band. It's like an educational song, but it's dripping with funk. It's an incredible tune. Larry Graham's got that deep voice, and he's got that thunder thumb on the bass, just just really giving it to you. This is an incredible record. Can't recommend it enough. Now, this wouldn't be Curate without a little bit of trivia. So I'm gonna give you a 2-for-1, 2 hot pieces of trivia. Larry Graham is the uncle of Aubrey Graham, better known as Drake. That's right, Larry Graham is Drake's uncle. Why haven't we gotten that musical collab yet? I know that Larry Graham was on the beginning of Pound Cake, but I want more. Let's do an album together. Drake and Larry, come on, boys, do it. Another piece of trivia for you, Larry Graham invented slap bass.
What gave you the idea to start doing that?
Well, I have to tell you a little story if you don't mind.
Sure.
It kind of goes back a few years to when I was about 14, 15 years old. We had a little duo, Moms and I. And for a while, I had my drummer playing with us, little trio, but that didn't work so well, so we went duo. But see, the thing of it is after we didn't have drums, it caused a problem. See, I kind of miss not having that backbeat and that snare drum, so I had to kind of compensate. But now, interesting, see, I came to the bass from the guitar, and we had an old organ in the club, and I used to play the bass with my foot, see, while I was playing the guitar. But now, since it was like a duo, and we didn't have that organ, I went and rented me a bass. In the meantime, till we get to get the old organ fixed. But the organ was too old; it couldn't be fixed. So I ended up keeping the bass, and then when we ended up without the drummer, I started thumping to make up for not having a bass drum. Right? Okay, so that kind of made up for the bass drum. But now the snare drum thing, I had to compensate for that too. So I did a little thumping and plucking like that.
When you put that with a drummer, it's one of the funkiest sounds you'll ever hear. That's why this record is one you've got to have in your collection. Keeping with that theme of bass players, bass forward funk, we're gonna be stretching out with Bootsy's Rubber Band by Bootsy Collins. This is an incredibly funky record. It's basically Bootsy Collins fronting Funkadelic, which it's in the name, people, funky. A lot of ballads, a lot of slow stuff, but a lot of like just slapping and funking and just, oh, Bootsy Collins, his voice is almost the exact opposite of Larry Graham. Larry Graham's got that super low voice, but Bootsy's got that way up high on top of the band floaty voice. It's a very interesting contrast, and it's great to hear them play together. Bootsy with Funkadelic is the most successful version of Funkadelic for a reason. That guy, what he did with the bass was take what Larry invented with the slapping, and he just added a layer of silky smooth cool to it that just can't be funked with. And for the final record, Uncle Jam Wants You by Funkadelic. Same kind of funk with Bootsy Collins on the bass. This record, if you're gonna add it to your collection, is gonna stand out because you're gonna listen to it and people are gonna be like, oh man, that's great. Where can I stream that? You can't, only on vinyl. One of the rare records that's only on vinyl but has been reissued. I don't know, the Funkadelic rights are super complicated and I don't think they'll ever get sorted out, but This record has been reissued. You can get it for about 30 bucks new. And the reason you want it, 2 songs. Holly Wants to Go to California. You're hearing George Clinton with this heartbreaking vocal. Heartbreaking. He never really sang like this, but when he's singing, you're just, damn, I feel what that dude's going through, you know? And on side 1, a 15-minute version of Not Just Knee Deep. The song from Good Burger, one of the songs that you recognize from Funkadelic that you're like, man, why can't I stream that? I don't know. This isn't the single cut. This is the album cut. The album cut is 15 minutes long. And it's not like they did like what they used to do with dance mixes where they would just take a chunk and like loop it and make it. No, no, no. This is the Cats playing for 15 minutes and it's funky as a monkey. So there you have it. If you're gonna get 3 funky records to add to your collection, I suggest you get Ain't No Doubt About It by Larry Graham and Graham Central Station, Stretching Out in Bootsy's Rubber Band by Bootsy Collins, and Uncle Jam Wants You by Funkadelic. All right, keep it happy, keep it funky. We'll see you Thursday when we're talking one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers and one of the best looking motherfuckers. Rick James, bitch. Only on Curate.